Right, Kyle, my brother. Well, that's what I always, thought. Grew up with him, thick as thieves, everyone said. He's maybe, 2 years older. Looks kinda like us too if you squint. Same dark hair though his eyes are different, quieter. Always have been. We lived in that big, rambling house out past Miller's Creek. You know the one probably, the Grant place. Always felt a bit too big, bit too dusty, even though Mother was obsessed with clean. Father was father. Important man, always busy, always expecting things to be just so. Cale and me, though, we had the run of the place, mostly. The woods behind the house were ours. Built forts, splashed in the creek, dared each other to climb the old widowmaker oak. He was always better at climbing, faster, quieter. I was the loud one, the clumsy one, always scraping my knees and yelling about it. Kyle would just patch me up. He knew where Mother kept the good bandages, the stinging stuff and the stuff that didn't sting. He always used the non-stinging kind on me, even if it meant he got less for himself later. I never really thought about why there was a less for himself. He was just Kyle, my brother. The one who knew how to fix my bike chain when it popped off. The one who could sneak us extra cookies from the kitchen without Mrs. Gable noticing. The one who took the blame that time I accidentally set fire to the small shed behind the stables. Father was furious, like vein popping in his forehead furious. Kyle just stood there, head down. Said he was playing with matches. I tried to say it was me, honest I did, but Father just waved me away, told me to go to my room. Cale he didn't eat dinner with us for 3 nights. And I heard sounds from the study. Later that night, I pushed it down. Kids are good at that, right? Pushing things down. Things started feeling weird maybe around when I turned 16. Little things, like how Kyle never ate at the table with us when guests were over. He'd be serving, or clearing plates, or just disappear. I asked Mother once. She waved her hand, all dismissive. Oh, Kyle prefers to eat in the kitchen, dear. Less fuss. But he didn't look like he preferred it. He looked in school. I went to the academy in town. Kyle didn't. He had lessons with Father, which mostly seemed to involve ledgers, fixing fences, mucking out stables, and, anything Father didn't want to do himself. Practical skills, Father called it, clapping Cale on the shoulder with this fake heartiness that never reached his eyes. Builds character. Kyle never complained. Then there was the incident with Sarah Carmichael. She was okay. I had a huge crush on her brother, Mark. Anyway, Sarah came over being all snooty like usual. Kyle was bringing in lemonade, and maybe Sarah stuck her foot out. I don't know. It happened fast. Lemonade everywhere. All over Sarah's ridiculously white dress. She shrieked like a banshee. Father came running, and he didn't even ask what happened. He just turned on Cale. His voice went low, dangerous. You clumsy oaf, get out. Clean this mess, and you know the consequences. Cale went white, like sheet white. He didn't say a word, just started mopping it up. Hands shaking slightly. Sarah was still screeching. I felt sick. Father, I started. It wasn't entirely his fault. Sarah might have. Alara, Father snapped, turning that cold glare on me. Do not interfere in household matters. Go help Sarah. Household matters? Kyle wasn't household matters. He was Kyle, my brother, wasn't he? That night, I couldn't sleep. The silence in the house felt wrong. I crept downstairs. I heard voices from Father's study. Low, angry. Father's voice, mostly, then Kyle's. Quiet, so quiet, I could barely hear. Pleading? No, not pleading. Just accepting, resigned. The contract is clear, boy. Bloodline debt. Your grandfather made the bargain, your parents upheld it, and now you do. It's unfortunate, but it's the way of things. This family gave you shelter, food, a purpose. Contract, bloodline debt? What the hell was he talking about? My heart was pounding so hard, like a drum against my ribs. I pressed my ear closer to the thick wood door. Yes, sir, Kyle's voice. Devoid of anything, just flat. Generations of service, Father continued, his voice smoother now, almost oily, to pay for indiscretions. Your family owes the grants. You, Cale, are the payment, an inheritance of sorts. You serve this family until the debt is cleared, which, let's be honest, it never truly will be. I felt the floor tilt. Inheritance, payment, generations of service? It wasn't adding up. It was adding up to something monstrous. But Alara thinks, Kyle started, his voice barely a whisper. Alara thinks what I allow her to think. Father cut him off sharply. She believes you are akin to family, a distant cousin perhaps, taken in out of charity. It maintains stability. You understand your role in that? Yes, sir. Good. Now, about the Carmichael incident, deductions will be made, and there will be extra duties. The stables need a full clear-out tomorrow. Before dawn, I stumbled back from the door, hand clamped over my mouth. Bile rose in my throat. My brother, Kyle, he wasn't my brother. He wasn't a cousin. He was property, a slave, in my house, my whole childhood. All those memories, they twisted, warped, turned ugly in my head. Every kindness from him, every time he took the blame, every quiet meal in the kitchen. It wasn't choice. It was obligation, fear. I ran back to my room, shaking. The word echoed. Slave, slave. The next morning, Kyle was same as always. Quiet, polite. He served breakfast. His eyes met mine for just a second. Was there something different? A flicker of what? Pain? Resignation? Or was I just imagining it, projecting my own horror? He had dark circles under his eyes, deeper than usual. He must have been up all night with the stables. I couldn't eat. I felt complicit, dirty. My parents chatted about some town council meeting, completely normal, like nothing had happened. Like they hadn't just calmly discussed owning another human being the night before. Alara, you're quiet this morning, Mother said, dabbing her lips with a napkin. Feeling all right, dear. I looked at her, really looked at her, then at Father, then across the table, where Kyle should have been sitting laughing about some stupid joke like we used to. But he wasn't there. He was standing by the sideboard waiting to clear plates, waiting for orders. My brothers. My God, what do I even do now? He's still Kyle, but he's not mine. He's theirs, and I'm one of them. How did I not see it? Was I that stupid? He just refilled Father's coffee cup. His movements precise, economical, no wasted motion like he'd done it 1,000 times. Because he didn't look up